Alright, let's cover 5 reasons why not to buy PRQ and why you should probably sell it if you own it. Starting with reason number 1. Parsiq has not delivered any new features to their tech stack in almost 1 full year. This can easily be verified by going to the Parsiq Medium page, which I'm on, where they post an article whenever they so much as take a shit. And I have to scroll all the way back to November of 2021 for the latest actual technical release. They integrated Polygon. The rest of these articles are shitcoin partnerships and AMAs, NFTs, the standard promotional garbage that crypto is famous for. The substance to bullshit ratio here is a giant red flag. It looks more like a marketing firm than a technology company. Now, reason number 2, Parsiq has not been adopted. They claim to have been building their tech stack for, I think, 3 years, and they've even gone so far as to call themselves the go-to backend for Web3 applications. This is their new little branding. But I mean, most of the partnerships they advertise are with scammy copy-paste projects that have no users or utility. I mean, you've probably never even heard of most of these projects. That's how insignificant they are. Plena Finance, Babylon Finance. These are all just DeFi scams. Starbots, Radom Network. And if you ever click into one of these, they all follow the same format. Scroll down, Parsiq plus X shitcoin here, and you might say, oh, Parsiq partnered with Aave and OpenSea. But partnership is a misleading term. In actuality, Parsiq unilaterally built some things that access their data, but neither Aave nor OpenSea is actively using or paying for Parsiq services. What percentage of these partnerships are actually involving payment for services instead of just empty handshakes? Probably very low. Which brings us to reason 3. There's no transparency. It's hard to tell who, if anyone, is actually using Parsiq. Now, we know from the B2C, business to consumer end, flat out nobody uses it. None of the retail people buying PRQ actually find Parsiq useful themselves. They certainly aren't using it to monitor transactions or track NFTs. The team promised to create an analytics page, but they never did. They also promised to publish a usage summary, but they never did. Without this basic information, you cannot call yourself an investor. You can only gamble, because we are no longer making informed decisions. Now, not to shill the graph, that's not the purpose of this video, but they are a competitor to Parsiq, and you can see which dApps are using the graph, what they're using it for, and even how much they're paying to use it. You can look on their Explorer, you can click one of the dApps, find the subgraph, and they have run logs. Any data that's queried from, in this case, Uniswap, is logged right here in real time, because this is a public blockchain. You can see everything as occurring, and you can make informed decisions about your investment. With Parsiq, that is not the case. And because it's largely a black box, right? And if Parsiq was this lively network with lots of users, you'd expect to see some effect on the token price per the tokenomics, but nobody is buying PRQ for utility, and nobody except the team is renting PRQ on IQ Protocol. Speaking of transparency, I would like to see the team explain why the number of tokens being borrowed from IQ is always the same. Has business demand not grown in the past year? And if the price of the token has fallen 90%, then more PRQ should be required to perform the same number of actions. Their numbers are very inorganic and make you wonder if any of it is legit. Reason 4, the project has no clear direction. If we go back to the Parsiq website, They've constantly updated this website. They're modifying their slogans. They're always pandering to the latest trend, whether it's Web3, Metaverse, NFT, etc. If this was an established company with a legitimate user base, then there wouldn't be a need for this. The endless pivoting signals that they're a bit lost. They're throwing shit at the wall and hoping something will eventually stick. It's a very desperate strategy. Now, they have this tsunami thing going, and they did some testing, and they have to just plaster this number all over their website as if it means something, as if this is going to be the thing that finally gets adopted and finally saves the project. Reason number 5 is a bit more subjective, but the community. The official Parsiq community channels are censorship shitholes. The moderators are extremely passive-aggressive and sarcastic to anyone who questions the state-sponsored narrative. Mind you, these are people getting paid full-time salaries to babysit Telegram channels, Discord channels, Twitter feeds. Most of the points mentioned in this video would be enough to get you banned. They will likely try to suppress this video and discredit me rather than simply disproving any of the things that were said. I will gladly remove or edit parts of this video that are proven to be inaccurate. But their hostile, defensive nature is really just a projection of their frustration with the token price and the empty promises made by the team. That concludes the video. Let's try to hit 1,000 likes. Thank you guys for watching.